speedrun race. Here we have Samuel J. and Drakodan. They are both pretty used to the category, so we are ready for a pretty cool race. Good luck to both runners. We start to explain the major part of the speedrun. So text mashing in Undertale is the thing who will change the race winner. With Enter and Z you can finish dialogues, and with Shift and X you can go to the end of the dialogue. So we are so we can piano mashing. So play you mash Enter Shift ZX, Enter Shift ZX dialogues as fast as possible, or just random mashing. Both runners are piano mashing, I guess. Now they're talking to the dummy, and now the Geno ending begins. We are killing the first froggy. He has 20 HPs and they both kill him. It's very important to kill him because he gives us an automatic level, and it allows us to turn the froggies. It's very important. He should save 30 or 40 seconds. You can see Samuel is winning 3 seconds just on the text mashing. Both using text like wall humping for Samuel, just to don't stay on this room. So now if in this game, if you're pressing up and down, we go up, but if you are on a wall, you'll go up and down, and we will shake, and we will walk twice faster, so the enemies are coming to you much faster. The Wimp Seat is the best RNG. Just one hit KO him, and the frog is the second best, and the only other. And you're hoping to froggy to give us the frog skip. So if he does the froggy does the frog attack, we can go into it, and the attack will be automatically cancelled. The rooms will grind for 12 encounters. No. To the next room to continue the grind. But in the first part of Ruins, these two rooms are the most optimal to grind. Both having a very good RNG. And if I think Drakodan has more froggies than Samuel. I didn't count yet. Samuel is messing up because he's very RNG, so sometimes if you don't grind, it doesn't change very much the race. and 50-50 chance to get Whimsy or Frogit. There are a little bit more chances to counter Frogit. Slower. They both finish the grind, and now we will grind in this room for Whimsy. They both go to Whimsy. Drakodan is back in the race. Is doing the skip. If you talk to it, we can make the next dialogue despair. And now they have the 14th kill. So on this room, the most optimally possible. Samuel did it faster. This room, he will be the major part of the ruins. It's a very strong RNG bar. Donc the best RNG, so the best RNG is the triple mod small, like Drakodan got. Samuel will try to kill the two froggies the faster he can, and now he just got frog skip. At triple Mosmol, who's the best RNG, single Mosmol, who's the worst. And sometimes we'll have Git and the Whimsy, so we'll kill the Whimsy first with a one hit KO, and we'll hope to get the frog skip then. We are attacking the middle enemy first. And if Samuel by killing attacking the first and then the second frog, he missed the occasion to got frog skip, because on the dual frog attacks we can get the frog skip. Samuel, by clicking on the outside the Undertale window, the Frisk is continuing. I is continuing walking, so he can continue to grind without playing touching the keyboard. So like he got the best RNG run. So he got the Whimsy and then the frog skip, and she fled the frog to avoid to have to wait for only one encounter, because it's very slow. And Drakodan got a very bad RNG with the single mon small. Now Samuel killed the Whimsy and he will flee from the battle. And he still have two enemies to kill, so now he can we aren't grinding for encounters later in the ruins, because if we have the 20 kills before Nasta block, we can keep him, and it saves about a minute, because killing Nasta block is very, very slow. And in this part of the ruins, the are scripted. And Drakodan still isn't finished the grind. Okay, he finished it, but it's very slow. Really got a better NG. More two or three single mouse very rare RNG. Samuel didn't take the pie. We don't really need the pie in this speedrun, because The only bosses we needed, and we aren't doing the snap, one-shotting them, are Undying and the SNAS Undertale. Killing on them, we are just losing time, and a lot of time. There's 45 seconds between the two runners. It's very much, and this part of your race. But Drakodan can will win a lot of time on Samuel on the Snowdine. On the Snowdine, of course. Ruins and the Snowdine aren't very technical, even if you can kill very easily or run on Snowdine. But yeah, Drakodan really got punished by this RNG. It's very unfortunate. He just killed the tutorial. Yeah, thanks Drakodan. There's a 22% chance per encounter. So with a triple more small, the chance to got a so bad RNG are very small. We are talking to Sans. Will make us meeting his brother Papyrus, who's very unless in this game. It's a bunch of bones. So now we have to kill the Snowdrake, because if you spare him or flee his fight, we'll just lose the genocide ending and will trigger the natural ending. The perfect RNG, we should grind a part of iodine here, like in but it's we have because we are well, we want to kill the ice caps, but the encounters are very rare, so it's a task only. Donc, have to go onto the Samuel is at the lead. We will avoid the ice to get the lizard dog encounter, so we will betray kill him, launching him a stick and then killing him without sparing him and losing his race. Yeah, if you just spare one dog, you'll trigger the natural ending. Dying is much easier than the natural on genocide ending than on natural ending. Samuel, who's to use the 20 to neutral, tried to. Now we are grinding just before Dogami and Dogaresa fight to get the level up, and he got the double encounter. And Drakodan just entered the laser maze. Isn't the good name? So because Jerry has 100 HP and a huge defense, we can only deal him the maximum quick hit. We'll almost always spare him because he's in all the fights. But because at the end of the grind, not waiting for just one encounter is very slow, we have one chance or two to kill him. The strat for this fight is killing Dogaresa first, because if we kill Dogami first, Dogaresa will be angry, and dodging her attacks will be much harder. And if we kill Dogaresa first, Dogami will be very sad. Just let you kill him. Now Samuel just did the very hard trick, the ice puzzle skip. Easier in Genocide ending. Yeah, with a good center seat we can kill him. And on the greater dog counter we'll hope to the little dog to sleep, because if you run into him maybe we can cancel automatically the attack, and that speeds up a lot the fight. Samuel will start the grind, as Drakodan just goes now for ice puzzle skip. We have to kill 60 of enemies in but we are not counting the dogs. So as you can see, Samuel is will just go in front of the room, outside the Undertale window, to automatically to grind encounters without touching the keyboard. First part of the grind, we are hoping to get only Ice Cap and Jerry. One triples. When we will level up, always sparing Jerry. If you finish if you're killing what's his name? If you're killing the black glasses guy and the ice cap, and you are at 50 kills, you'll have to kill Jerry because he's faster. Drakodan is messing up in front of the loading zone. Just grind on the wall, and the other to use the double speed walking. And so the others we will We'll just go in front of the loading zone to change the room faster. I didn't explain it yet. If you reload the room, encounters will come much faster. If you are continuing to grind in the same room without reloading it, we will slow down a lot the encounters faster than with reset. Now Samuel should go for triple encounters, so he isn't very lucky. Drakodan seems now a bit more helped by the RNG. So the RNG really killed the first part of his run. About going on triple encounters, I think the only chance Drakodan has to got to win a lot of time on Samuel was to Samuel to has to kill Jerry, but he don't, and Drakodan has to kill him, so he will lose a lot of time. And Samuel tried the bridge skip for a much swag strat, because if you talk to the tunnel and then you go in it, you will got a text overflow. It's a glitch of the run, and Samuel just killed the Papyrus, and Drakodan will go for it for killing him. Yeah, Drakodan is very unlucky now. He can still easily win the race if he has a good undying and a good core, because they are the most skillful part of the run. Sorry. Yeah, Samuel just entered the undying cutscene, and he waits for Papyrus to come. But because he's running on version Linux 1.1, left part of the screen and see Papyrus. Drakodan just left Snowdine, and he start the waterfall segment. It's part of RNG of very RNG. Draco saved 2 seconds on Snowdine. Why I hear you? Samuel will kill the Joshua to kill one monster on the first part of the run. Uh, is Joshua because he's faster to kill. There are 44 seconds between Drakodan and Samuel, and Drakodan does the old strat by killing Aaron, and Samuel is on the first spear part, and he missed it because he touched the spears, trying to take the optimal path, not turning left like that, and dodging all the spears. Drakodan is doing the old and the slower strat. He will win a lot of time if he didn't get touched on the part. Because Samuel Josh will really lose a lot of time on it. This room will grind for two more small who are scripted and at the end of this room. Then we'll go for one of the best in the game, the bell shoes. Why are they so good? Because if you touch the middle of the screen with them, you'll do a gold. If you are doing the 3 golds, you'll do much damage. Keep them. And if I don't say mistake, he'd go for the swag threat drop, which saves a ton of time, of course. And he got he just got a Washua, and so he can kill him because killing Heron is slow in here. Slower encounter on this part of the run because it's the only encounter you can't. It's the only monster you can want do in one turn. You have to do him in 2 turns, and that's really slow. Why some runners are just fleeing from Aaron. 18 kills in and now Samuel is with the little yellow sheet, and he will go for the spear 2 part. Like you can see doing triples with the belt shoes, it's really dealing a lot of damage for this part of the run. And Drakodan just fled the Aaron fight. In this room where Samuel is, because there's just one pixel gap between the upper and the down part of the room. If you are wall pressing right down and up, you go at double speed. A really easy time save, and really cool because Monster Kid can go as fast as you at all. And now on the spare Samuel is on the spare 2 part, who's much more technical to do perfectly, and where you can really be bullied by their energy. Most runners who are very experienced used to runs like Drakodan and Samuel. You just manipulate the spears to avoid them, but Samuel got touched by them. Well, he's doing a lot of minor errors that Drakodan doesn't does them, but because he has a much better mashing, he's still in front. He got a better RNG in Waterfall because he didn't flee the errant fight and he didn't kill him. Now Drakodan is entering to the spare to cutscene. Let's see if he will if he will win a lot of time on it. He messed up a little bit on the wall. Trying to turn around the corners perfectly, you can easily lose your time. And Samuel just got helped by John Cena. And he didn't try the very swipe threat, but he messed it. And I don't know why he healed on the before Glad Demi because he's an enemy who's very hard to spare because he only has 5 HP. But if you mash fast enough, you can don't kill him in one turn. Samuel dealt 10 damage and easily killed him. Next room we'll grind for scripted team encounter will be here. The Timmy 2 can't if you're mashing too fast will not kill him. And now we are hope for a more small and a wash encounter or a double more small. G we can hope for, but this double more small is also script. I forgot it. Drakodan is entering the glad damning fight. Samuel didn't got a very good RNG on this portion because he has to dodge errant attacks twice. The triple, we can't one turn him even if we are level 10. Max XP route, we can kill him faster, but what? Okay, so I have a problem with Twitch. It's fine. Is grinding on the first room on these puzzles. I can then choose to run go through these rooms because they are so long. You can grind if you grind the thing on all the room. You can go for the two encounters without reloading the room and without waiting too much. These rooms are very long. Drakodan got the best RNG because those attacks are very fast. Pretty lucky. If you're pretty lucky, you will grind for the 17 kills and go through the last room to get the 18 Timmy kill. It's possible. Samuel fled from. So yeah, they're both got. That is why Geno is so interesting. Really skillful at the end and very RNG in the first part. and for security because you can lose a lot of time. But he got the 18 kill Timmy kill, and now he entered this under cutscene. Waterfall is the only part of the game where there is a message. If you forgot a few kills, you go back, have to backtrack a little bit to kill everybody. Just before being able to see the save point, who appears just in the Genocide run. Now Samuel will start Undying the Undying, who's the most technical boss after Asgore. The good runners as Samuel and Drakodan, they don't want the problem isn't to survive, but to kill the quick kill by killing Undying before the slower attacks. And there is just 23 seconds between the two runners now. Have to do doubles or triples on almost all the attacks to kill Undying faster possible. You have to deal 16,000 damage and 600 damage every time. But you can miss a few inputs if they aren't the burn count. If you are missing the triple, there isn't so much difference. But if one of the runners is losing to Undying, he lost the run. Well, isn't don't seem to be very used to triples. He did two 1,500 damage twice. Safe spot on this arrow attack. There's a little part of RNG of this fight, but almost all the attacks are scripted. There's a little bit of lag on Drakodan stream. We almost lose a lot of HP. But if we don't have any item to heal ourselves, and if you heal yourself, you automatically lose the quick kill. Even if Samuel is more advanced on the fight, I don't know. Drakodan just deal 1,400 damage, but he did a lot of great hits, so maybe he can do the quick kill. But Samuel missed it. Even he does a perfect hit now, he missed it, I guess. Quick kill? Excuse me, Samuel. GG for the quick kill. Yeah, doing the quick kill is very technical. And if he doesn't miss the next triple, go for the quick kill too. Okay. Try to time the difference between them. But they both on a very good race with a very bad RNG. Samuel just lose some time. Drakodan is losing a lot of time by being stuck on these painful dialogues. Now I will try to explain a strat Drakodan will not do. If you are going on this cutscene trigger, but not go touching the arrows by him, you can go. You can overflow this cutscene with the dog food, and then in the cutscene, if you are talking to the fridge, we can don't we take the noodles, and then getting the second time the noodles by being in the cutscene, that will change the item we got, and we have the burn pound earlier than normal. Samuel got the stick drop on this cutscene too. Wasn't doing this skip. If I didn't say mistakes because I wasn't concentrating on his stream, because Drakodan is using the empty gun, or much more harder to use. Now he has to do a triple on the thunder plane to not to taunt him. Royal guards are very easy to kill. You don't have to mash on them, but kill. Like Moffat we'll see later on the run. And Samuel just did the 2 frame perfect inputs, so very useless, because you can open your menu just on these fans. See at the good frame. It's frame perfect. You have 0.03 seconds to got them, but it's very funny to them. But then skip the noodles, but he if he heals just before sands, he don't have to heal at the sun spare turn. Just before Moffat room, who will be very hard to kill. It's like the harder boss in the Genocide ending. By pressing down, you can got a little speed boost. Now we are talking to Moffat and trying to do a pretty good hit to don't to turn Moffat, and that's very easy. We have to wait for this very long cutscene. Spider. Drakodan just enters the cutscene. Try to see if Drakodan and Samuel are on the good pace compared to their PBs, but they both got a pretty bad RNG. Drakodan will buy the empty gun, and Samuel start the grind. The first encounters we don't have to reload the room because they are. We have to do a good hit to kill to one shot. Final frogget and the brigaded one wimps it. But if we want to kill if you want to kill uh, this eyeball on one turn, we really have to do a very good hit, and for the magic um, and the Asgore-like monster, I will remember the name. You have to do quad. Most painful with the empty gun. Drakodan is enough experimented to go for them. So the difference between a normal or triple, double gold hits and quads with the burn pad is very big. With the empty gun too. Core is the part of the run you can lose a lot of time just on one fight, because you're doing 2 or 3 or 4 turns on one fight. Like Samuel got this fight on 4 turns, but if Drakodan is doing 2 quads, he will win a lot of time. Very hard with the empty gun, and he's losing a lot of time to on 2 turns anti-gas is the good name. Yeah, doing he will lose a lot of time on that. The first will grind the first part of the core here, and then for the 7 last kills we'll go on the warrior path, the little bit on the way for the warrior path. Oh yeah, as you can see, I pronounced too much times yeah, and Samuel got 2 turns magic and big monster fight. Then is, as always, or as all the runners getting quads when encounters, you don't have to do quads. Patterns on the empty gun are very hard and very strange because of the neutral grinding. Samuel is more used to the quad than Drakodan, who I don't think he tail a lot of this race. Even if you practice a lot before them, just chose to grind at the other part of the room that doesn't change anything. Both go for a lot of quads, and they got a lot of idiot gas, but Samuel is still in front. He did more useful quests like this one. To turns, these fights were very painful. Most important part on the core is to don't miss the counting, because if you finish the warrior path and you forgot some encounters, we have to grind for like years for the next monster to come, and it isn't what we want. On the core, it's less RNG than the two other sports. We are hoping for not having single kills. Most of the run we got just got doubles, and of course triple are the best RNG like that because they are much easier to kill. Samuel will go on the rare path. Drakodan is a lot of time before him. So if I'm doing 50 turns on all the fights, Drakodan can't join him. Yeah, he's doing a lot of quads. Samuel is very constant of Dan. The empty gun squads are very hard, very painful. So even with two turns to magic, Samuel will probably win the race. No, he will maybe die to Sands. Drakodan finished the. He has to grind in his room, but he fled for the last encounter because the proportion to got a single very little. And Samuel missed his count. Has a chance to not to came back on the race. Normally we have the nobody came. It will be very hard for Drakodan because he's 1 minute 40 before Samuel. So even with the miscount, hard for Drakodan to. As you can see, these encounters are very slow, and Samuel got a quad. Drakodan just to 5 turns this fight, and Samuel is filled with determination. He equipped the ballet shoes because the ballet shoes are the weapon with the smaller attack animation. So on Sands we are winning a lot of time, and on Metaton Neo too. Drakodan chances are a little bit dead at this point. Ballet shoes. Compared to neutral or TP new home, the genocide new home is very fast, and because we are not can't wrong warp, you will start by the left side, but snow flowy encounters are flowy tiles are in 40 FPS, so you can mash them. Is winning a lot much time on Drakodan, who just entered the long elevator, who takes about 20-40 seconds. We can completely skip him in the Switch version. the Switch version is the faster for TP and for and Megalovania is tracked on Twitch, so most runners just replaced it in the game files by another music. Uh, no, in not so much time, we will detect, we'll know what is Samuel music or allowed on Undertale. For a lot of time, they weren't allowed because tricks you can be held by a sound trigger, but they are the only two rooms where there is no sound. Samuel entered the Sans fight. Beautiful day outside. Birds are singing, flowers are blooming. On days like these, kids like you should be burning in hell. And it seems Samuel kept the original Megalovania's music, so we can hope for a happy strike. The Twitch VOD VOD is about to enter Sans fight, so even if he will not save and not heal on the fight, he will probably not lose the fight. He will lose the race. He will not lose the race. Yeah, that's the original Megalovania music. Doing the first turn without being the touch on the attacks, which is much harder than on the second turn. The second turns in second turn there are just two random blaster attacks and the final attack when die. The other attacks are very simple, and we will not dodge the bones in the menu because that's just slower, and we aren't losing too much HP. Then if I don't say mistakes, the next attack will be the spear attack, yeah. And Samuel take the instant noodles, do this fight safer. Sorry if my mic is cutting my words. See if you are mashing fast enough, you can dodge the bones in the inventory. And, even if on some attacks you have to be touched by them, even with 25 kps k per second the mash, you will be touched. Random blaster attacks are the only very RNG attacks. We can lose a lot of HP. Those attacks are very the gravity change with jumps attacks. I don't know how to describe them. Attacks are very hard to dodge casually, but in speedrun we just find by pressing put down left and right on the keyboard, we'll just automatically dodge all of them. So it's very easy. And Samuel is on the final attack. This part is pretty easy to dodge, but you can really easily die on the turning lasers attack. He died. He didn't got touched once, and he got it. Just have to um, not wake up Sans, and he just to win the race. Drakodan is still a lot behind him. Lost a lot of time on RNG, but if he got the barn plant, for example, or a lot much quads with the empty gun, he would win the race. Genocide is a lot of RNG, but a lot of skill too, and a good runner will not lose to a uh, less good runner. And Samuel is just playing with Sand Sleep, waiting for the dialogues. Finish the fight. And as I can see, Discord doesn't want me to say the word two. But he's cut it every time I'm saying it. He's just waiting for Sans to feel asleep. And Drakodan has a lot of dialogues left. This part you just have to don't on the attack platform walls too early, because you can lose a lot of time on that. He got the Gunner kill. Drakodan will not be here for the last part of the race. He played very well, so good job to him. The lot of empty gun quad. That's very rare. And Samuel will just go for the last monster skill. I appreciate that Drakodan he didn't left the race even if he lost. Now Samuel is on the floor kill and the very longest Kara fight dialogues. Drakodan now he's just with Sans who talking to going at grill base. Samuel will kill this world in not too much time. He didn't got a sober run. Energy who's really sucked. See at which places they speedrun come. Let's erase this world and time. G Samuel with us 6:54 time. Is at the 14th place on the classman, just after Drakodan PB.